Apple Knocker Radio.
The book in your future for, but I have one more content question.
Yeah.
If you could talk about Jarl Fahler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an interesting character. Could you talk about him a little bit?
Yeah, Jarl Fahler, one of my own personal favorites of the whole book. Fahler, born 1925, died 1990. He was a parapsychologist. He was involved with hypnotism too. His worldviews were very similar to Buddhism and Gurdjieff's ideas in general. Very basic, same kind of underlying ideas that humanity is basically asleep, semi-conscious, functioning base of impulses coming through our senses, and because of that we really do not exist. We are really not present and making conscious choices, experiences in the moment. We are just kind of flesh and bones machines. This basic kind of Gurdjieffian view was shared by Jarl Fahler. He studied also LSD and mescaline in the States and in Finland in the 60s and 70s, and he was very positive about the potential of these substances for one's self-understanding, and I guess potential for society in general if used right. And he is most known for his book Saatana haastattelemassa, basically Interview with Satan, which the kind of a poetic way of just referring to certain kind of dimensions of one's own consciousness. In the book is a very severe criticism against Western culture, civilization in general, and he's basically repeating these same Buddhist Gurdjieff ideas about our dream state, how much we are asleep, and how instead of kind of a spiritual superstition, we are now a kind of scientific superstition, or a kind of scientific witchcraft, if you will. Like a rationality is still a kind of a small slice of the cake of totality of existence. It can't explain everything. It can't be the basis for healthy, holistic human existence, because totality of existence by its nature is irrational or supra-rational. So when we get more and more involved, our societies become bureaucratic and run by technology. Instead of being our servant, we become the servant of technology, and a kind of a living spirit is pressed out of the whole system and the structures of society. It's a kind of this kind of Aldous Huxley's or George Orwell's anti-utopia world where we are getting, and that Fahler shared that this is a bad direction. If this kind of a scientific worldview is kind of more and more pressing the possibility for real living spirit or consciousness, that's a sad situation for us, and we should wake up and do change to this situation. Otherwise, we are getting into Third World War or nuclear destruction or something like that. He was a very angry man, a young man in his own time, and I guess he would have kind of wanted to get more recognition for his work. He was kind of between the scientific academic world and practitioner. He tried to find a kind of middle ground, and I really respect him for that, how he did it and what he did. And his books are great too in their own right. He at the end of his life, he kind of retired from a public light and died in 1990. But he was a very interesting figure that I think should have got more attention here, and I wouldn't mind if he would get more attention worldwide too. But very, very balanced, deep guy who did very interesting research.